Oh, it's just recorded.
Just so you know, we're recording it. We will post it on YouTube. There's two separate sections because you have a formal meeting at first and then you have your retreat after that. So it's recorded, but nobody's has the information to.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The retreat is recorded as well.
Yeah.
Well, we'll bring this meeting of the Arts Commission, October 23rd, to order with a bang of no gavel. Hooray. All right, first I will read our land acknowledgement. The city of Boulder acknowledges that the city is on the ancestral homelands and unceded territory of indigenous peoples who have traversed, lived in, and stewarded lands in the Boulder Valley since time immemorial. Those indigenous nations include the Apache, Arapaho, Cheyenne, Comanche, Kiowa, Pawnee, Shoshone, Sioux, and Ute. We honor and respect the people of these nations and their ancestors. We also recognize that indigenous knowledge, oral histories, and languages handed down through generations have shaped profound cultural and spiritual connections with Boulder area lands and ecosystems. Connections that are sustained and celebrated to this day. The city of Boulder recognizes that those now living and working on these ancestral lands have a responsibility to acknowledge and address the past. The city refutes past justifications for colonization of indigenous lands and acknowledges a legacy of oppression that has caused intergenerational trauma to indigenous peoples and families. So, for those of you guys who were not able to make our meeting with, on the indigenous perspective on the land acknowledgement, we generated a few ideas to start getting work on. And so I'd like to propose that Maria and myself, or Maria and another person who would really like to dive in and bring some more developed ideas to the commission, form a committee, and get that underway if anybody is interested. And if nobody would like you and me, Maria, how's that sound?
Yeah, I think it's important. You know, I'm indigenous. So I think it's important that these ideas are very preliminary and that we actually need to run them through or have some feedback for the community that we're talking to or talking with. So
Great. Yeah.
I think that's an important thing to say in a public forum, that we're going into a corner to do something.
I think
Just to start point of the conversation.
Yeah, and I didn't feel qualified to feel the need to sit on it, and I certainly trust the two of you. I think everyone else does too, to lead the way on that and collaborate with the correct people.
Or start the dialogue.
Precisely.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. All right, moving on to approving our agenda for today. As noted, the first hour is a regular meeting, abbreviated, and then we'll move into our retreats. Take a motion.
I will make a motion.
Awesome. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. We have approval of not only the September meeting minutes, but also the August 2024 meeting minutes, which were in the packet that was sent out to you. Any changes or edits to those? Oh, good. I'm decapitated. Okay, there. All right, with hearing no edits, someone would like to make a motion? All in favor? Excellent. And moving right along to the grants program business. Sarah.
Welcome.
Welcome, Sarah.
There we go.
So many action items too.
Okay.
Made the bold choice to do orange for October. All right. So let's see.
And I'll just remind everybody speaking that historically the owl has been having difficulty picking up the audio, so just project your voice.
Better than what we had before.
Yes.
Sorry, can you help me pull that up?
That means it can't hear us.
Sure, but it's got full video, he's front and center meeting with it.
Um,
Anybody in the meantime need the Wi-Fi?
All right, so the first action item on the agenda is the community project grant for Bow Foundation. As a reminder, you can either approve the report with questions, pending approval, or postpone approval until questions are answered, or not approve it and cancel the 20% payment.
I move that we approve the grant report from Boulder.
Second,
All in favor? Unanimous. I do have one follow-up question that doesn't impact my approval of it. I'm gonna channel my inner Jeffrey Cash right now and note that there weren't any numbers in
For
terms of how many were in the audience and being taught. So I would love to get a little summary.
Yeah, of course.
From 3 different locations.
Got it. Yeah, I'll follow up with them. I'm sure they're happy to answer that.
Yeah. No, the imagery looked great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the number of kids versus adults, all the other demographics were great. But I noticed that also with the ticket sales, but they also said a lot of ticket sales were sponsored. So I really am curious as to how many people did it reach.
Next, we have the 2025 grant program. As a reminder, the main changes you'll notice from the previous year's program is the professional grants panel and the leadership pipeline fund. And thank you for reviewing all those materials. I know they were very extensive.
I have one question. I sent some edits that were forwarded to you, Sarah, I think, in which the application language wasn't reflected in the overview page. So I think, how do you want to handle that comment in terms of?
since it isn't, if it's all right, since it isn't substantive, because it's not in the applications themselves, I think you can go ahead and bring it, we've actually already.
I made the changes to the documents.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
great, does that sound good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Great.
Excellent. So you have motion language.
I move to approve the 2025 cultural grants program budget structure and to endorse the staff proposal for process, schedule, application, and schooling system.
I second that.
All in favor? I'm looking forward to seeing how the panel works for us. It's really exciting.
I am too, especially because it's new. I look forward to getting feedback from applicants, panelists, and this commission to see how we can further improve the process for the 2026 program. So very curious about that.
I did have a question, just about recruitment of panel. They talked about who they would be, but how, like, is it gonna be people tapping their shoulder? Is it gonna be an announcement?
That's a good question. We haven't had an official meeting about how we'll do outreach yet.
Okay, I didn't mean to add to your list.
And have you personally seen any models of success for something similar, or is this kind of new to your eyes as well?
I mean, I did increased outreach for panelists at CCI, and the demographics definitely changed. And we got first-time reviewers as well. I think the question will be how we are going to handle that. If we want them all to come from Boulder, be it working in Boulder versus perspective is the main question.
Great. Well, no rush, but I'm curious to hear when you decide.
Thank you.
Don't stay late.
All right, and then,
Oh, wait, we skipped over.
oh, sorry. Oh, yes, the delegation of authority for administrative decisions.
And this, just for people who have not voted on this before, this is something that we do every year. The commission holds the authority to make the decisions about all the funding, but there are some that can be done at the staff level without a scored review. So we're just saying, yes, staff, we give you the authority to make those decisions. Anybody like to make a motion?
I move that we delegate decisions for the following grant categories to staff. The artist hiring incentive, Cultural Field Trip Fund, Grant Writing Assistance Fund, Professional Development Scholarships, and Rental Assistance for Boulder venues.
A second.
All in favor? Unanimous, thank you.
Thank you. Save you guys some work. And then the sponsorship committee, we need 2 volunteers, and I don't know if Jeffrey or Cheryl would like to talk about their experience this year on the committee.
I mean, I'm happy to do it again, but I'm also jumping to fight anyone. It said an hour a month, which seems excessive. It was maybe an hour,
I think we received 6 emails this year.
yeah. 6.
I think it was 6 total. And we were, and you know, only because, well, I would say yes or no, and then you would say yes or no. We always say yes
Yeah.
on what we saw come
Yeah, I
across.
mean, it was not cumbersome at all.
No.
And I'm happy to step aside if someone wants to. I'm happy to read 6 emails.
Likewise here also, and it was nice to have connections to most of the organizations that were putting requests and see what projects they were working.
Is anybody else interested in taking the signs?
Because there was a requirement for 2 of us to be on there.
I love reading emails.
I'm happy to step aside. But if there's any issues.
Keep in the loop.
Well, how about the 2 of you?
Yeah,
Serve
there's
on that.
other stuff, so.
I've got a few other things.
Nah, we also do it.
All right.
Yeah, co-chair, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. And then the final thing is next steps. We have a couple info sessions, and I would love a volunteer for each one from the commission to talk about your perspective. I know we have a grant panel, but I think your perspective on reading applications would still be very helpful, especially for first-time applicants.
I am planning to be at both of those, I believe, and I am happy to step aside if somebody is really dying to go to them, but I will, I'm your safety net, I'll plan to be there.
I think as many people want to attend is wonderful as well, so it's not capped at 1.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
I'll say from my experience last time, it was really helpful to see what questions people had about the process. It gave a lot of insight as to where we might improve things. And I think it was really helpful to give for people ask questions about the commission's perspective on what was important and how to answer questions, which I can give my personal opinion, but so they were fun to attend.
Thank you. And then we have 2 cultural organization summits. Thank you, Jeffrey, for participating in the first one we have on fundraising on November 7th. So far, we have over 30 RSVPs, and I still haven't completed the outreach process, so we'll get even more people than that.
As an aside, my husband got the email and he's like, oh, this sounds really interesting, Jeffrey Cat.
Surprise. And then we have the December funders meeting, which it'll be full circle because I presented the last 2 years. So happy to do it again from a different perspective. And then finally we have the grant program training in January.
Can you keep that up for just a
Oh,
second?
yes, of course.
11:30 should help that.
Can you please email us this slide?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be great. I just want to get it on my. 22nd at 4. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yes, first. So to review, my follow-up actions are to email Bow Bow Foundation and then email us this fall. Thank you.
Seamless job taking over that.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, Brendan and Jake.
Jake couldn't be here today, so I'm gonna steer the ship.
Sorry. Pay no attention.
We're kind of special.
Gotta sit down. Not a good one, obviously. We'll get figure it out. This-
Hello, everybody. We have 3 items of business today.
The first is I don't have any votes for this item just yet, but we will be updating the public art implementation plan. With several new projects for next year, so there's a handful of transportation projects, Gregory Canyon Creek project, East Boulder Community Center. Jake is working on a University Hill project, Civic Area Phase 2, Pearl Street Mall refresh, and then also 2 fire stations. So I'll come back to you in the spring with an updated implementation.
Right, there's
And-
those fire stations in South.
Yes, one is in South Boulder. And one is at Baseline and Rockland. So I will be reaching out to you all because I will need commissioners to serve on these public art selection panels. So any of these pop out to you that you know, high interest, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll be reaching out directly, see if you're interested. So I will need a vote for this item. Per the public art policy, the standing selection panel is assembled to review and approve unique opportunities for public art, donations of public art, relocations of public art, and deaccessions of public art. Our standing selection panel right now consists of Maria Cole, who's commissioner, Stephen Frost, Howard Rubin, Nikki Eways, and Aaron Winston. So I just need a motion to give them authority to make these decisions, which I will then bring to you for ratification.
I move that we delegate authority for unique opportunities, donations, relocations, and extensions of public art to the standing selection.
I second that.
All in favor?
Great, thank you. And finally, a fun update. We are have gone through a process to commission a mural for the Community Vitality offices. This project kind of started out as more of an internal project using Community Vitality Department funds. There wasn't really a public facing aspect. As the project progressed, we realized that it would be nice to have a couple murals that actually are public facing. So this is why we're bringing this to you for review and approval. So these are the 2 areas where there'll be murals that are publicly facing. One is the kind of lobby and registration desk at the front desk of the Community Vitality Department, and one is across from the first floor elevator on Pearl. So the process, we invited 5 Boulder muralists from our mural artist roster to submit proposals. 3 artists agreed and submitted a proposal. Then those 3 proposals went to the entire Community Vitality Department, so staff had a chance to vote on this new design. Julia Williams, AKA the Designosaur, by far got the most votes. So we are hoping to complete this project by next summer. Any questions?
Oh, always. Can you explain how, the internal community vitality discussion interfaces with now there's a public aspect? Like, how would that public mural normally be handled? There's not a committee that wouldn't be taken in front of a public art committee.
It depends. If it was a classic 1% for art project, it would be it would become part of our collection and it would go through a public art process. But your duties as commissioners, if there's any work that is paid for by the city and is on public property, even public facing property, then it would have to come to you for approval.
A question as far as maybe process and direct hire. Is there any way that, not to lay more criteria on it, but this is more criteria. Is there a way that we could also have a list of emerging artists or students that want to be part of this process? So when you do a direct hire, they also need to include, and they can pick them up after they win. They need to include someone. So just in the spirit of trying to further the education and involvement of younger people in the arts.
So we can definitely encourage young emerging artists to apply to submit to be on our mural artist roster, which is how we went to our mural roster because that list of artists was already pre-approved. So we can always encourage those emerging artists to go to that mural roster. If we
Suggesting separate roster.
for
So
just emerging artists.
Where maybe you have no public art experience, but you want to get into public art. someone wins and then you're on that team. You know, and it's the artist's responsibility then to kind of bring them along through the process.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying like, for example, Julie Williams, she was selected, but then we
Put someone on her team, Yeah.
pair her with an emerging artist to.
yeah,
to
and
learn
turn,
others.
just to give someone else.
That's it. I mean, we could look into that. So I will say, just from past experience, that sometimes some artists are gonna be really excited by that opportunity to work with to be a mentor. Some artists are gonna be like, I got my thing, but we can always, yeah,
But I mean, at minimum, they kind of go through they hear the process, they know what it's like. It's just, I just think one of our initiatives should be to bring that new voices and young voices in the community.
yeah. Maybe it's something we could talk about in the standing selection.
Is there, I
To
mean,
modify.
anybody else interested in all of that, or is that just off base?
No, I like that. I like it.
Yeah, my first thought was if I were an artist and I were painting, I don't know if I'd want someone alongside or watching, but maybe the process, but is that going to keep some of the folks on the current list away from the list because they just want to do their thing? Or do we have to then provide a translator if there's a language barrier between the artist and the emerging artist?
Perhaps, perhaps, lots of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's a way to help create a gateway for people that have done no public art, that want to get into public art, they at least get a feeling what it's like. Maybe they're just observing, they're just, it's up to the artist, right? Some of them might love it, you can wash all my brushes. I mean, I don't know.
I do feel like it's a barrier that I've heard a lot from people that they don't want to apply to do public art because they don't have an experience doing it, and so they're caught in this catch-22. So I like the spirit of what you're suggesting. I just don't know, like, I agree with that perspective that artists may be like, no.
Some artists will be really excited by that idea. I think it's just a matter of discussing maybe with this standing selection panel about what that looks like. And what roster they apply for.
It's just a list, they're probably not,
Just a
they
list,
probably don't need no qualifications except willing to do anything.
I mean, it's just an opportunity, like, you don't have to, but here's if you need some support.
Yeah.
Or want to mentor
Yeah.
somebody.
And they have to commit to the project and, you can't just sort of disappear.
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of like a pipeline of artists, so it's a nice perspective to be brought up.
Sure. All right, I just need a motion for this.
I'll move that we approve this process was properly conducted and recommend the proposal by artist Julia Williams advance to the city manager.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And with this, we're half an hour early already. Lauren, I have some ideas. Do you have any ideas?
Oh. No, I mean, we do need about 15 minutes because we're gonna rearrange the furnishing to more kind of chill, like chairs and things like that. And everybody's joining online at 3. That's kind of and we have 2 other arts commissioners. So we have 3 previous arts commissioners joining you. Some celebrities, to join you to talk about the 9-year review. We also have 2 of our consultant team coming, so we'll have some, I think they'll just be more taking notes and things. So we do need to wait till 3 really, or a little bit
Right.
before 3 to get rocking, but we got about 15 minutes to say that.
Okay, a thought that I had, if you guys did take me up on the homework to think about what topics might be on the agenda for next year, we could spend a little bit of time broaching those topics for everybody, and then we can keep them in mind as we're hearing the retrospective and the look forward, and revisit them a little bit more briefly at the end when we're all tired, but at least this will kind of get our juices flowing and a perspective to listen through. Would that work for people? Does it sound like a valuable use of our time? Take it from the end of the agenda and move it up? Perfect, okay. Cool.
Take notes.
Yeah, and the only caveat that I would offer just as a reminder is that we're moving into our bridge year. So there's not gonna be any major changes that we're doing to the grant programming. So, just bearing that in mind, what makes sense for the 2025 overall process and, you know.
You mind if I add on to that too? So I think for this question. What topics would you like to be on the agenda for discussion? I will remind you that previously some of the topics that you discussed would be like the land acknowledgement work, right? Support for artists that are being experiencing harassment, that was one of them, several, quite some time ago now, the, dinosaurs on the earth, not some church. The statement on cultural equity was something that came up as one of these topics for you to discuss, so it's kind of things that you want to work on as a commission, maybe a committee that you want to form.
Yeah.
Topics that you want to talk about that are of interest to you to address in the upcoming year that you can work on as a commission, and then can maybe, well, hypothetically, those can build into other projects and other things that we're working on too, right?
Yeah.
Does that help?
Yeah, absolutely.
Framing.
Anybody want to start us off?
Two things of interest to me in that, like, it was like it was like the infographics that you sent out that had like models from other places. Two that really stood out to me was the like Teen Arts Council was really intriguing, and then also the culture calendar.
And I think that doing some sort of teams meeting kind of, in my mind, overlaps with getting the university more involved, like maybe with teams in college.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then the culture calendar. I also had on my list, like, how do we get better messaging out to the orgs about what opportunities are available for their outreach? So that we can get it, right?
I thought they were general. But aligned with the youth. University. I feel like there's three areas we want to develop young people, which is as artists, as art professionals, and as art consumers. Slash don't agree. So yeah, it just occurred to me that if there was a way we could start to bring young people in, like, in all three of them, we just talked about strengths. We did this. Yeah, just look. And I don't have a specific answer, but just things to think about. How can we pull young people into all three of those?
Is there anybody in the city that is already doing work in youth outreach, kind of within these age range?
Yes, we have YOAB, it's a youth outreach.
Advisory board.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we met with them 100 years ago. But it's something that we can certainly take back up. I haven't like spoken to their representative since I think in COVID. I think I was a lot of shit up with that. Yeah. It's a good place to start. Right?
I also happen to know someone who runs the Entrepreneurship Center at the University of Colorado for music. And he could come in and talk about, you know, developing folks for running arts organizations as well as becoming artists and understanding the value.
Wait. That's really good. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then could we have someone on the Arts Commission? That's a student or trying to reach out and find them. Yeah.
Keeping in mind that we might have to look at something that's rather than a 5-year term, make it something similar
year.
for.
They said I have to go to college.
Right.
Get them as a freshman, just your parents will understand you have to say 5th year.
So I think my suggestion aligns with what I was saying with the murals is, whatever we're doing, can we bring someone that's the younger folks along?
Oh, I
With us.
finish.
But we don't
I
have
had
to
things
invent a
like
whole
that.
new program, we're just including them.
Just to know, I think Matt, I mean, they're looking out if somebody under 18 can be added from the arts
They
commission.
should be 18
Yeah.
or they could.
Is that
you know,
right?
Or they could observe.
Yeah, maybe they can be perspective at the meetings in a non-voting.
Well, would it be someone of high school age, or are you thinking more college age?
Well, college avoids the maths research.
Exactly, precisely.
What a way to start your arts career, right? We have-
But maybe,
Yeah.
like, maybe there's, the Boulder Valley School District has internship program where somebody can get credit for coming in, and even if they're not
Right.
allowed to be a member of the commission, but like.
Yeah.
Being.
They do through impact on education, and the board of chambers kind of partnered with
Yeah.
BBSD for an intern program.
Yeah.
When I talked about youth, I was talking more about undergrad, not undergrads, before undergrad. I don't.
Yeah.
Not the college. Not that most of people's room.
I think that, like, I'm thinking about next year, understanding our role, if the commission isn't spending as much time going through as much of the grant process, how can we best support organizations that are submitting and have also have received grant funds, and it's kind of piggybacks off of what you were saying, Carolyn, and then, and yeah, you can receive money and have an incredible event, but when everybody is struggling to get it out there and, you know, achieve attendance and marketing and stuff like that, it's, yeah, that's always a challenge. So how can the commission be maybe a more active participant in supporting their process, not just giving out the money and reviewing it, you know, the report?
Yeah, that we having our hands out of the grants, we can be more of policy and cheerleading and support. Which kind of dovetails with something I started volunteering Jeffrey in my mind. Because he does these great sessions with his groups. You're calling them coaching sessions, and just, I would love a sharing out of that, just to see, we all bring different perspectives and not necessarily the financial acumen that you do, but at least it can model what's possible in these more in-depth conversations with our liaison groups.
Well, and with liaisons, with folks that are receiving GOS support, there are a lot of, I've been meeting with a lot of organizations that have been receiving grants, but they're not part of the GOS program. And providing them a lot of coaching as well. And so maybe there's a way where we assign, or we kind of split up, okay, here are the folks that got grants this year, and we split it up the exact same way where we split up the liaisons with the GOS, where you have liaisons for grants. And they can reach out to us, or they don't have to. That's one of the things where they have a commissioner at the ready who couldn't be a voice for them and try to understand their challenges and bring it to us, and we can kind of figure out where we need to help, and who needs the most help. That's a great thing.
Yeah, I could see also, I don't know if it complicates things, but identifying each of our areas in which we feel confident coaching. And then being able to look to the person that feels like that, you know, like finance, I don't know, some social media marketing, somebody's.
Yeah, therapy around permitting.
I don't know, yeah, evaluation, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
I love that. Since I made the comment, one of the things on my list is moving some sort of conversation forward with the planning versus on permitting for.
Yeah.
Like for temporary art, and I don't know if there's somebody coming in to talk to us and hear us, less presentation from them, because. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll
Something
start the
more.
discussion, yeah.
Yeah. I think having Deb Morgan in to explain budgets.
I think that's
has been
important every year.
For
Every
year.
Going back to what you've mentioned also, rather than even have assigned commissioners. Coming up with the idea where, okay, we each come up with 2 or 3 topics that we feel comfortable talking to an arts organization about. And then we just give a catalog of offerings and they can pick, 1 or 2 they want to talk to, and whoever's that subject matter expert. Just is reached out to.
Yeah.
That's a much better idea rather than assigning something.
Yeah, I love that. I'm noticing it's quarter till,
Yes, thank you.
so we're gonna put a pin in it. We're gonna come back and continue to add and extrapolate on it all, but wonderful.
So I know
we
you
have
just
a
got
15-minute
cozy.
break.
15-minute break, if you can pick up everything in front of you, other than we can get the glasses and things, and we're gonna move into more cozy shape.
By the way, whoever decided to bring the coffee, thank you, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm like.
That was Lisa and Lauren came up.
Oh my God, yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, I think Lauren was like caffeine.
Yeah, I don't remember having
Yeah.
coffee last year.
Like 2 p.m. Sugar and caffeine. 2 p.m.
Yeah,
But I don't have parents.
and apparently hummus.
I know, my